Yo, what's going on with the guys? We're back again today. We're going to be doing another reaction. Today we're doing Audit the Audit. This one's called These Cops Cost Their City $8,500,000 and got promoted. So you know it's going to be stupid. So we're going to go ahead and get into this right away. I done messed around. I lost track of time and now it's late. It's like 12:38 in the morning. So we're going to go ahead and get into this now. Feel me? We got work, all types of stuff in the morning. So let's go ahead and get right into this.
Be sure to check out the description below and give them the credit that they deserve. On the morning of September 20th, 2019, Nevada resident Acili Lagervale and her daughters, Acili and Ate, arrived in Castro Valley, California after driving through the night so that Acili and Ate could attend their college classes. Ms. Lagervale parked her rental vehicle in a handicapped parking space with a visible placard on the rear view mirror in a parking lot outside of a Starbucks location. The Lagervales were resting in the vehicle and preparing to enter the Starbucks to get coffee and use the restroom when Deputy Stephen Holland and Deputy Monica Pope of the Alameda County Sheriff's Office approached the vehicle. The interaction that followed was captured on Deputy Holland's body camera.
They get right into it. They do tell a little backstory, but they get right into it. They do a pretty good job at that.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
What are you guys doing here?
Waiting to go to Starbucks in a second. Why? Is there a problem? I can't sit here?
Well, actually, let me tell you why I'm here. Okay? I've been having auto break-ins in this parking lot every morning around this time.
Thank you very much.
So I've been driving around here, okay? And I noticed that you guys aren't doing nothing but hanging out.
Yeah, I just got in from
So,
Vegas.
okay.
But
well,
I ain't a crime, bro.
Driving all night.
Okay.
Takes 8 hours to get here.
Well, relax. That's my reason why I'm talking to you.
I'm from here, so I'm not.
Okay.
This is a rental car from the Bay Area, from Oakland.
It's not a Nevada car.
No, I'm not Nevada.
Okay. You have your ID on you?
Yeah. Okay, so wait a minute. Now, why are you asking for my ID? You just explained to me about the break-in.
Right.
But why did you explain to me about my ID? What did I do? What kind of crime did I commit?
What kind of crime
She don't even look like she broke into the car, bro.
Yeah, you have to give me your ID.
Why do I have to give you my ID? I have to give you my ID because I haven't did anything. You started talking about a break-in.
Okay.
I thanked you for informing me that.
Right.
I informed you that I'm resting because I'm about to go into Starbucks, right? I informed you I've been driving all night, right?
Well, Starbucks has been open for about 2 hours.
It's actually been open since 5. I checked my GPS. Okay.
Are you doing anything wrong?
No, I'm not.
So then what's the big deal?
I don't have to give you my ID. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. I know the law.
If he ain't doing nothing wrong, bro, she ain't doing nothing wrong, bro. She don't gotta give him nothing, bro. Point blank, period. She don't gotta give him nothing. Straight up. And he explained, bro, look, y'all gotta watch these, y'all gotta watch the auditors. That's what y'all gotta watch. Y'all gotta watch the auditors. If you don't do your own research, just watch the auditors, bro. Some would be tweaked out. Don't get me wrong. Some of them would be real tweaked out for no reason, but for the most part, you feel me? They know their laws, bro. You feel me? They study. They don't do this stuff without doing their research, bro. They literally provoke them just to like stretch the rules. You know what I mean? You know, and kids, they be like, I'm not touching you. They be on some of that type of stuff. So you feel me? Man, y'all gotta watch them. Y'all know y'all's rights. That's crazy.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Deputy Holland orders Ms. Lagervale to show.
Also, watch them because I forgot they be doing when they do their commentaries on here. You feel me? They'll break everything down, but they go in mad details. So you feel me? They be like, oh yeah, and Roe versus Wade, and you know all that stuff. So you feel me? Watch them for real. They'll teach you a thing or two.
Show him her ID, and Ms. Lagervale argues that she does not have to provide identification because she has not done anything wrong. California does not have a stop and identify statute that criminally sanctions an individual's refusal to identify themselves to the police during a lawful Terry stop. And even if it did, it is likely that a court would conclude that the officers did not have reasonable suspicion to detain Ms. Lagervale and her daughters on suspicion of the alleged vehicle break-ins, as the officers later revealed that the suspects in these incidents were black males, and Ms. Lagervale clearly explained that she and her daughters were about to go into Starbucks. Section 12.
Man, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about right here, bro. They be on this stuff, bro. But nah, fuck, that made me forget what I was gonna say, bro. Hold on.
Vehicle break-ins, as the officers later revealed that the suspects in these incidents were black males, and Ms. Lagervale clearly explained that she and her daughters.
Oh, bro, that's what I was gonna say, bro. You know how often I just sit in the car, bro? Like, I be pulling up the Kroger. I be getting off of work. I get the Kroger, and I just be sitting there on my phone. Like, feel me? Lean back, relax, and I take my shoes off, put my feet up by the steering wheel, all types of shit, bro. It don't, bro. Like, come on, man.
We're about to go into Starbucks.
That's crazy.
Section 12951 of the California Vehicle Code states that the driver of a vehicle, quote, shall have the valid driver's license issued to him or her in his or her immediate possession at all times when driving a motor vehicle upon a highway, and, quote, shall present his or her license for examination upon demand of a peace officer enforcing the provisions of this code. However, while Ms. Lagervale was parked in her vehicle, she was not driving, and it is clear from the interaction that Deputy Holland was not attempting to enforce the vehicle code, but was instead investigating Ms. Lagervale and her daughters for potential criminal conduct. Likewise, Section 22511.56
yeah, she got her kids.
of the California
I can't really
Vehicle
tell
Code
how old.
requires that an individual using a disabled placard, like Ms. Lagervale was, quote, shall, upon request of a peace officer, present identification and evidence of the issuance of that placard to that person. Here, Deputy Holland did not request evidence pertaining to the issuance of the placard. Instead, he only requested Ms. Lagervale's identification, and did so in the context of investigating the vehicle break-ins rather than confirming the validity of Ms. Lagervale's placard. Therefore, a court would likely determine that Ms. Lagervale was not required to show identification to Deputy Holland in
Man,
this
she
situation.
lucky, bruh.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
So what you're doing now?
I ain't saying I would want something like this to happen to me. I'm not saying I want no bad police encounter, you feel me? Like, especially in front of my daughter or something, but that's free chicken, bruh.
Leading me to believe that you might be doing something wrong.
No, I'm not doing that, so don't try to trump up no charges. I saw like get your phone out, start recording.
Why are you getting so worked
Because I
up?
gotta have protection. Because I don't know where this is about to go. I
Well,
gotta have protection.
Well, it's not going to go
Because we're
anywhere
not
if you
doing
cooperate.
anything.
Everything's being recorded.
Come
Exactly,
on,
and
man.
I'm not doing anything. That's what did you hear me tell my daughters? Start.
You already say it ain't gonna go nowhere if you cooperate. Like, bro, who are you, bro? Who really are you? One thing you'll learn in life, respect is earned and not given. Unless you feel me? You just some goofball out here. Respect is earned and not given, bruh. Like, they don't owe you nothing. That's your job, bruh. You didn't smoke no weed. You signed up. You went to your training. That don't got nothing to do with her. That don't got nothing to do with me. That don't got nothing to do with you. Y'all gotta understand that. Bruh, you can't come over here swing your authority around. You a regular person, bruh. Only thing you got on is a uniform and a badge. Which don't give you no right to act no type of way. All that means is you supposed to be held to a higher standard because you put yourself in that uniform, in that badge, you know what I mean?
So why are you making this a big deal? This could be a complete.
I don't know why they do
positive
those white
encounter.
flashes.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you my ID because I haven't done anything.
Do you have a valid driver's license?
Yes, I do.
So are you going to refuse to give me your ID?
I am because I haven't done anything. Call your superior. Call your supervisor.
I don't have to do that.
Yes,
You do have to do that.
Make sure you record that because I'm going, as soon as I leave here, I'm going to 150th and I'm going to the sheriff's department. We're being harassed for nothing.
It's not harassment.
Yes,
That
it
is harassment.
Well, guess what? I'm not in any rush. I can hang out here till you want to give me your ID.
I'm not. I want you to call your sheriff. I want you to call me or call your superiors. I sell it.
Well, hold on.
Call 911.
Hold on.
Call 911.
What is going on here? No, we're not doing that. Okay, everyone in this car is detained. You can go back in the car and wait, or you can go in handcuffs and go in my car. Okay, sit in the
Yeah,
car.
you're
You're going in
bogus.
handcuffs. I'm not dealing with this.
You're not dealing
You
with
can
this.
sit. You can sit.
Bro, you put yourself
Last
in that
chance. Sit in the car. You're
situation.
going in handcuffs.
Like, you literally put yourself in that situation. They
You're
ain't.
being really too excessive right about now. You're being real excessive right now. That's
Okay.
one of the reasons why we stopped here too. For me to get coffee and I was telling her to get up so she could go to the restroom. You're not going to do that. You're not going to violate and victimize us.
They don't want to listen to us, so let's go ahead and detain these two.
No, you're not going to detain them. We haven't did anything. We have not did anything.
Let's start the car. Get out of the car.
No,
Get out of the car.
I'm rolling the window down.
Get out of the car.
No, I'm rolling the window down.
Get out of the car.
No, I'm not. I'm rolling the window down.
Get out of the car.
I'm rolling the window down. I'll get out. Just don't pull on me. I'll get out.
All right, get out of the car. This is your last chance to get out of the car, or I'm placing you.
No, you're not placing me.
Alright, look. That's a rental car, right? I got a rental car before that was a push to start. I got in that motherfucker. I didn't know how to start that thing, bro. You hear me? Like, you hear me, bro? Like, bro, I got a key. I got a Camry, bro. I got a, what What year? I got a 2011 Camry, bro. I got the old reliable. You hear me? I ain't know how to. I would have started that mug too, just to roll the window down, bro. Like, come on, man.
All right, placing you under arrest.
They tripping.
Get out of the car.
I ain't pick my nose either. I was distracted.
Get out. Get out. Stand right here. Put your hands behind your back. You're being detained.
No, I'm not being detained. For what?
You're being detained.
For what?
Put your hand behind your back or you're going to go to jail.
No, I'm not going to jail. We're going to attorney right now.
Nigga, what?
Get an attorney.
You're not following any of my instructions.
We haven't
Follow your instructions for what?
Put your hands behind your back or you're going to jail.
Put
your hands behind your
You're
back
gonna get
or
fired.
you're going to jail.
Don't worry.
That's fine.
We have a lawsuit. Excuse me, officer. Can you make some sense out of this?
There ain't no suspicion of nothing.
Code 4.
No supervisor getting hit up. Look at all them cars, bruh. Bro, look at all them cars, bruh. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I thought that was another one. I thought that was a fourth one, bruh.
Supervisor. I asked for a supervisor.
Grab a seat.
That's not how things work, ma'am.
No, what are you talking about? We haven't did anything.
Kick your feet in.
You don't demand what we do.
No, I'm not demanding anything.
You hear what they saying? Y'all are a public servant. Y'all get paid by tax dollars, bro. Can you imagine? Y'all get paid by our tax dollars, bro. They sitting in their car getting ready to go into Starbucks. They chilling out, bro. They trying to unwind for a quick second, get a coffee, and get back on the road, bro. Like, y'all are bugging. That's crazy.
The officers handcuff all 3 of the Lagervales and place them in the back of separate police vehicles, claiming that they are being detained and not arrested, and hold them for about an hour. Although an officer putting an individual in handcuffs and placing them in the back of a police vehicle does not automatically convert a Terry stop detention into an arrest, there are situations where the circumstances of a seizure can transform it from a Terry stop, which only needs to be supported by reasonable suspicion, to a so-called de facto arrest, which must be supported by probable cause. In other words, it is unconstitutional for an officer to detain an individual under circumstances that constitute an arrest without probable cause, even if the officer claims they are only detaining them. When determining
I hate them
whether
stock
a seizure
footages that they be
rose
using,
to the
bro.
level of an arrest, courts consider factors including the scope, intrusiveness, and duration of the detention. In the 2022 case of United States versus Guerrero, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which has jurisdiction over California, affirmed the denial of motion to suppress because 2 of the 3 judges on the panel concluded that the seizure of the defendant was constitutionally reasonable, albeit for different reasons. Each judge filed a separate opinion on the issue, with Circuit Judge Boole arguing that the 1-hour seizure, quote, was more than a brief detention
taking us to
akin
school,
a Terry
man.
stop, because, quote, in combination, the length of the detention and the use of handcuffs under the circumstances transformed Guerrero's detention into a de facto arrest. On the other hand, while ultimately concluding that Guerrero's seizure was reasonable, Circuit Judge B argued that he was not subject to a de facto arrest. However, Judge B's interpretation of the situation was based on the fact that the detention was only prolonged to wait for investigators from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms to arrive, which Judge B found to be a reasonable delay based on past Ninth Circuit precedent. Because, like Guerrero, the Lagervales were held in handcuffs and police cars for approximately 1 hour, and their detention was not prolonged to await the arrival of specialized federal officers, they would have a strong argument that the circumstances of their detainment transformed a Terry stop into an arrest. And while it is unlikely that the officers even had the reasonable suspicion necessary to conduct a Terry stop, it is nearly indisputable that they did not have probable cause to make any arrests.
Right now, you're not putting your foot in the car. I'm asking you why I'm following our instructions.
That is not a crime. Show her that is a crime. Follow your instructions for what? That's crazy, dog.
I'm asking you a question. Why am I being arrested? Right now, you're being arrested because you're not. What did I do to be arrested? What led up to this? Can you answer that honestly? You cannot. You won't let.
And they just be going with it, bro. They wasn't even there, bro. They wasn't even there. That's the crazy part about it. They wasn't even there. I don't think they was there. I mean, they pulled up with the swiftness. Don't get me wrong. They pulled up dumb quick. But I don't know if they was there the whole time. From the looks of it, it was just you feel me, the body cam officer. Like, what are you doing? You going through her purse and all types of shit, bruh. Oh, that's so illegal. That's so illegal, bro.
Deputy Holland opens the rental vehicle door and appears to search at least one bag which was located inside the sedan. Later in this interaction, the officers search the entire vehicle, including the trunk and all three Lagervales' purses, and obtain their identification cards. In general, the Fourth Amendment requires officers to obtain a warrant before searching a vehicle. However, there are several exceptions to this warrant requirement, and officers typically have the authority to conduct a warrantless search of a vehicle with the valid consent of the driver or owner, as required by exigent circumstances, incident to a lawful arrest, and when they have probable cause that the vehicle contains evidence of criminal activity. Significantly, these exceptions do not authorize the search of a vehicle to obtain an individual's identification when they refuse to provide it, although there may be an argument that such a search would be permitted in situations where the refusal to identify constitutes a criminal offense. Although the Supreme Court of California upheld the...
Y'all know, let me tell y'all something. If y'all got like a blunt in y'all's ashtray or something, and they can see it, they can go through your car. Let that be known. You got a doobie in there, and they see it, they can look through your car, like, not search your car, but like if they're at your window, they can like do a quick visual inspection, you know what I mean? They can look around. Look in your ashtray, look on your floor really quick. If they can see it, whatever, they can do that. That's legal. You feel me? So if you got some tweed, you got like a little doobie or something, put that in your middle thing. Don't let your car smell like weed or whatever, because that gives them reasonable, you know what I mean? So in their case, bruh, that was a rental car. They ain't have nothing in there, bruh. More than likely, pulled out her stuff. That's crazy. That is huge violation of your Fourth Amendment rights. That's, people gotta know that. I mean, the lady, she more than likely knew that. But even knowing that, bruh, like, that's the thing. You gotta know that so that, you gotta know that so if this ever does happen to you, you can take it to court. You know what I mean? You can take it to court. You could be winning $8,500,000. You know what I'm saying?
Quote, limited search of the glove compartment, the area underneath the driver's seat, and the area beneath the front passenger seat for an individual's identification when the individual refused to identify themselves and the officer, quote, was preparing to issue a traffic citation and therefore needed to learn the true identity of the person to be cited in the 2002 case of In Re Arturo D. None of the Lagervales were being cited for a traffic violation in this situation. Notably, although the Arturo D case was considered good law at the time this encounter occurred, it was later overruled in the 2019 case of People versus Lopez, where the Supreme Court of California recognized that California was the only state to have recognized, quote, an exception to the Fourth Amendment's warrant requirement for suspicionless traffic stop vehicle searches, and that, quote, the desire to obtain a driver's identification following a traffic stop does not constitute an independent categorical exception to the Fourth Amendment's warrant requirement. Accordingly, as the officers did not search the vehicle under a recognized exception to the warrant requirement, a court would almost certainly conclude that the search of the vehicle was unconstitutional.
Where is your captain? Are we good over here? Where is your captain? Okay. Sir, you're hurting me!
I need to identify who you are and your relation to this car and to the people. So,
where's your driver's license at?
It's in my wallet.
Okay, which one's that?
It's my black wallet.
The black wallet? Is that in the purse that was right by your feet?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, I'm going
to tell him suck my dick.
Talk to my partners.
What is going on?
After muting the sound on his body camera, Deputy Holland discusses the situation with Deputy Pope and the other officers
crazy,
that responded to the scene. According to the Alameda County Sheriff's Office General Order Number 8.17, officers in the department may use mute mode, quote, in extended video situations, including search warrants, housing unit searches, and investigative activities where no suspect interaction is occurring. However, policy requires that, quote, for any mute mode activation for an extended operation, supervisor approval must be sought. Additionally, the policy states that mute mode may also be useful when audio recording should be deactivated, quote, based on articulable reasons, such as sensitive intelligence gathering, when discussing sensitive, tactical, or confidential law enforcement information, or other investigative purposes. The policy also requires that, quote, when utilizing mute mode, members shall verbally announce they are placing the camera in mute mode prior to activating the feature. That, quote, the reason for this activation will be reasonably announced as well, and that, quote, absent an extended video situation with supervisor approval, or an incident where the member has determined audio recording may be stopped based on articulable reasons, mute mode shall not be used. It is clear that Deputy Holland's use of mute mode
That's
on
why
his
you
body camera
record
in
for
this
your damn
situation
self.
does not comply with this policy. However, it should be noted that
that's why you mute or record for your damn self, bruh. Imagine. And then, you know what I mean? Like, they could say anything, bruh. They could, I don't even know, bruh. I can't even think of something to say, like, to really just put your camera on mute. Like, it really don't make no sense to do that. Unless you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. You only do that if you're hiding something.
the current body camera policy was last revised in December of 2022, and a version of the body camera policy from 2017 did not include these provisions on the use of mute mode. Therefore, it is unclear when these requirements went into effect, and it is possible that when this interaction occurred in 2019, the policy may not have prohibited Deputy Holland's use of his body camera's mute feature. As we discussed earlier in this episode, the officers searched the vehicle, including the Lagervales' purses and the vehicle's trunk, and obtained the Lagervales' identification cards. During this search, Deputy Holland's body camera remained muted. The officers held the Lagervales for about an hour, and then released them without filing any charges. The Lagervales allege that they suffered abrasions on their arms and wrists from the incident. On July 14, 2020, the Lagervales filed a lawsuit against the officers involved in the encounter and the Alameda County Sheriff's Office for assault, battery, false arrest, and a violation of constitutional rights, among other allegations. On March 1st, 2023, a federal jury unanimously ruled in favor of the Lagervales and awarded them a total of $8.25 million in damages.
Sir.
Specifically, the jury held Deputy Holland and Alameda County jointly liable to Asili for $2.75 million in damages and to Aote and Asili for $2 million each. The jury also held Deputy Pope and Alameda County jointly liable to Aote and Asili for $750,000 each. As of the time of writing this episode, the Alameda County Sheriff's Office has not announced any disciplinary action against Deputy Holland or Deputy Pope. In fact, both deputies have been promoted since this incident occurred. Overall, the Alameda County deputies get an F for ordering Ms.
I'm not gonna lie, bruh. We see it, hold on. We see it right here. You know what I mean? We see it right here and got promoted. And it still made me mad when he said it, bro. Like, when he read it off of the statement, bro, it still got me heated, bro. That's crazy, dog, how they could really do that and then get promoted. That's really violent. They, in court, got sued, and, you know, it wasn't like they got sued and, you know, they didn't get sued or something, but, like, they got sued. Like, they had to pay out because they was in the wrong. They got found in the wrong and still got promoted? How does that even work? That's some corruption ass shit right there, bro.
Ms. Lagervale to show her identification when she was most likely not required to do so,
nigga.
Unconstitutionally detaining the Lagervales without reasonable suspicion or probable cause, unnecessarily using handcuffs and placing the Lagervales in the back of police vehicles, and searching the rental vehicle in violation of the Fourth Amendment. Although I cannot know the deputy's motivations for certain, given the fact that Deputy Holland claimed to be investigating a string of break-ins involving male subjects, it seems logical to conclude that he only detained the Lagervales for standing up for their rights and refusing to comply with his unlawful demand for identification. Handcuffing the Lagervales and placing them in the back seats of cruisers was excessive, and appeared to be a punitive reaction to the Lagervales' refusal to cooperate. Although Deputy Holland was the primary offender, Deputy Pope and the other officers who responded to the scene still get an F for going along with Deputy Holland's unreasonable and illegal actions, and likely violating the Constitution themselves in the process. The Lagervales get an A for refusing to surrender to the officers.
That's crazy, bruh. It's crazy what they can really do and get away with. Really, they gotta be held accountable at some point. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I was just thinking about it earlier doing my job. People be having Blue Lives Matter and all types of stuff. We support, you know, et cetera and et cetera. It ain't nothing wrong with that, bruh. One thing I always say, because my daughter's mom, she is very left. And one thing that I will say, whenever, you know, they get to talking about police and such, you know, they say defund the police, all of that. Excuse me, I'm sorry. One thing I always say, man, somebody kidnap your kid, bro. Somebody break into your crib, whatever. What's the first thing you gonna do, bro? You gonna call the boys, right? So, it's not defund the police, but they really need some reform. No cap. They really need some reform. I was about to say deform. They need some reform for real. Like, they need some real life changes in this system, and it's crazy. It's crazy what they can really do and get away with. It's crazy what they can get found, you know, guilty of in court and still have no consequences for it besides taxpayer money going to these people. It's crazy. You gotta understand, this shit happens all the time. This shit happens every day. Look at this, bruh. This channel has 2.25 million.
Welcome to
They got 2.25 million subs. 587,000 or 587 million views. I wish it would tell you, you know, I wish you could just see how many videos, but look at all of these videos, bro. Look at all of these videos. These videos is not for nothing but police officers in the wrong, bro. Look at this shit, bro. They joined in 2019. They have this many videos. Like, imagine. And this is what's caught on camera, bro. This is what's caught on camera. You know what I'm saying? Okay, here it is right here. But all of this is caught on. This is the stuff that's caught on camera. This isn't even a fraction of what's going on, you know what I'm saying? It needs some real reform. This shit is, this can't be something that needs to, oh, here it is right here, 262 videos. Bro, you gotta understand, 262 videos, bro, from 2019 to now. This much goes on, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't cool, bro. It ain't cool at all. And you know, this is just people. This ain't even people dying, bro. This ain't even people getting shot. This ain't people getting, you know what I'm saying? This is just people getting wronged in kind of the best way that you can get wronged by the police. Cause the worst way ends up with somebody dying. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how you feel. It don't matter what you think. It don't matter about none of that. These is people's lives, bruh. People's lives are getting ended because of this. They got so much ego. They got so much pride. They can't just be wrong. You know what I'm saying? They really are so bent on abusing their power. It's crazy. And this isn't all of them. This is a few bad apples in the bunch. But, you know what I'm saying? The few bad apples in a bunch, it can't be overlooked because this is people's lives, you know what I'm saying? It's kids getting killed, bruh. It's kids getting killed. That just happened to her and her children, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how old her children was. Ain't really say. You can't really see them too much, so I don't know if they was like little kids or what. They had purses, so they was probably teenagers or whatever. This is gonna sit with them for the rest of their lives. It don't matter how you feel. All that matters is what these people are going through. They're not paying out this much money for nothing, you know what I'm saying? It ain't this much money for nothing. This is their lives that they're playing with. This is their lives that's getting affected by this, and it's not cool. That's all I'm gonna say, man. This one was funny. This one was funny right here. I seen that shit on my other YouTube account. I seen a lot of these on my other YouTube account, but this one was new, so 16 hours. I literally just sat here with this on my computer all day because I was just waiting till I got home so that I can sit down and do this because I already knew it was gonna be some bogus shit. something. It's not here no more. But I already knew it was gonna be something bogus. So this is people's lives, man. It can't keep getting played with. It's serious. At a certain point in time, they gotta really get serious and understand what they're really doing and the effect that it's having on people in their communities. I would be a police officer just so I can try to make the biggest impact that I could in a positive way. But that's it, man. Y'all have a good night.